So at some point, did you take a statement from Miss Davis about what happened?
I did.
Okay. How many?
I spoke to her at the juvenile office on 2 separate occasions.
Okay. Do you remember the first occasion?
I do. It was the day after the incident day.
Okay. And where did that statement take place?
The juvenile division office in New Orleans.
Okay. Do you remember about what time it took place?
I had it documented. Would have been, I believe, around 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Sorry.
Now, when did you ask her? I mean, did you ask her to come to the station, come to the juvenile office and give you a statement?
Yes, sir. The prior date, I'd asked her to meet with me.
Okay. And was the initial plan for her to meet on the same day that you asked her?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what happened?
I received a call that she did not feel like coming in at that time.
Okay. So you guys scheduled it for the next day?
I did.
Okay. And as part of your investigation, did you also interview Kiyon Benton?
I did.
Okay. How many times did you interview him?
We had 2 separate contacts with him.
Okay. Were the interviews with Kiyon Benton on the same day as the interviews with this defendant?
Yes.
Okay. And do you know how Ms. Davis arrived at your office the day that she gave you the statement?
I don't.
Okay. At this point, was she a suspect in anything?
At this point, no, sir.
Okay. At this point, did you have very limited working knowledge of kind of the facts in the case?
Yes.
Had an autopsy been done at this point?
No, sir.
Okay. So was she under arrest at all? Did you offer her any promises or hope of benefit to come and speak to you?
No, sir.
Did you threaten her or coerce her to speak to you?
No, sir.
Did you read her Miranda rights? Can you explain what those are?
Miranda rights are anybody's rights that are required any time an arrest is being made in the interrogation.
Typical what you see on the cop shows, right? Okay. You didn't read her those?
No, sir.
What was that?
She was not under arrest.
Okay. Have you reviewed her first statement prior to coming to court today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And is it a fair and accurate, I mean, it's a video recording, is it not?
Yes, sir.
Is that a fair and accurate representation of the interview that you did with her?
Yes, sir.
And has it been changed or altered in any way?
No, sir.
I'm going to offer it in evidence. It states 62.
Alright.
And I will tell the court that both are on state 62. Both interviews for the purposes of this will just start with the November 18th, I believe was the date, interview.
Of course, I will object to your honor.
Yep, the 2 minutes.
Who is that person right there?
This is a defects investigator.
Marcus Jackson. Okay, so is there kind of parallel investigations that are going on at this point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And where is that room that we're looking at?
This is at the juvenile division office in New Orleans.
stops, just for the purposes of everybody in the courtroom. We have another part.
That's correct.
So we'll try to get through this and keep dealing with it, okay? Second one. Need some water or something, yeah. So you were sorry and you were responding, okay? Just gotta get through it. Really, I'd like to just, I know that, you know, we talked a lot yesterday about him being sick and stomach and things like that. Could you tell me when that started?
Friday, I picked him up from daycare. It's not about fun. And he was complaining slightly about his stomach, but he said it once and didn't say anything else. So the next morning, Saturday morning, he woke up and he had this bump in his eye, on the side of his eye, and two under it. And he was just rubbing it, so I was just like, he's so used to having allergic reactions that I just thought it was another allergic reaction. So when he rubbed it, the eye swelled up, and I gave him some Benadryl. And he was taking Benadryl all day Saturday, every 6 hours. All day Sunday, every 6 hours. And then on Sunday, I cooked dinner. And he was happy. Nothing was wrong. He ate. And then after he ate that night, I put him in bed and he usually watches Cars. And he said, "Mommy, my stomach hurts. My stomach hurts." And I said, "Okay, baby, just lay down." And that was Sunday night.
Okay.
He started throwing up. And it's not uncommon for him to do it. He's been to the doctor multiple times. Just randomly just throwing up all over the place. So I didn't think anything of it when he started throwing up. That it was just a virus. I did what they always tell you to do, give him some Pedialyte, make him lay down. I went to work on Monday.
How many times you think through it?
Once on his little beanbag, on the floor, on the couch. We walked around the house for a little bit. I gave him a bath because he was all nasty, and as soon as I gave him a bath, he threw up again. I just had to just go lay down. Stop getting him juice. Gave him some Pedialyte, put him in bed that night on Monday. He threw him in the bed, and that was alarming because whenever he throw up, he do it when he was awake, and so he never done it when he was sleeping. And I should
Well, you couldn't have known.
Monday night, I went in the room, and I saw him threw on himself, and so I picked him up, and I took his shirt off, and I put him in the other bed. He had 2 beds in his room. And when I moved him, he kind of whined like I was hurting him. And I said, "Are you okay?" He said, "Okay." He said, "My stomach hurts, Mommy. My stomach hurts." I said, "Okay, baby, just go back to sleep." I said, "You'll feel better in the morning."
Can you tell me about what happened?
Probably 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, so Monday night.
Yeah. I got up for work that morning. And I went in his room to check out. And he was kind of laying off the bed. And so I pushed him back on the bed. And he kind of nudged me, and I'm like, and that's when I said, "Are you okay, baby?" He said, "What's up?" And I said, "You want to go lay down with Kiyon? That's my boyfriend." He said, "Mm-hmm." And I said, "Okay." And I went in the room. I finished getting dressed. Kiyon got him and laid down with him in the bed. And I went in the room, and I kissed him, and I said, "I love you." And he was just laying there, and I was wrong, I swear. had breathing issues. I'm used to it.
Right.
So I went to work. I work in Jones County.
And you left about what time?
I left at 7:15.
Okay.
I got to Jones County around 8:30, 8:15. I stopped and got gas. I went to the school. I was there for about 10 minutes when my boyfriend called me. He said, Karter he looks weak. He looks weak. And he was on FaceTime with me the whole time. He said, he's breathing weird. I said, well, just go get his treatment and just give him a treatment.
At what time did you say he called you?
This is about 9. Because I didn't even do my class. I have a class at 9:30. I was gone from Jones County before the class even started. So it was between 9 and 9:30.
Okay. So did you see him on the video?
I did.
Okay. How was it when you saw him?
He was looking dead at me. That's why it just.
You
I
saw him?
asked to see his chest. I remember I said, let me see his chest to see if he was retracted in the middle because that's what I'm used to doing. And he pulled up his shirt. He wasn't retracted. So I said, okay, give him treatment. And he said, he just looks weak. He said, I'm about to take him to the doctor. I said, okay. I said, just get there. And he left. He was on the phone with me the whole time. The doctor's office is literally right beside my house. He raced up there when they were on the phone. All I heard was the doctor just grabbing his knees. He got pulse with him. I was just on the phone just driving. I was trying to get here. I don't know what happened after that. All I know is that they told me to meet him in Madison. I got to Madison.
I understand. Going back just a little bit. You said that was around 9.
Yes.
Right. You're not exactly sure at the time?
I'm almost positive it has to be around 9. I got to Jones County at 8:30. I was only in the room by myself, or just not on the phone with anybody. I was just by myself getting the class ready for about 15-20 minutes.
Okay. All right. So I want you to think about when he called you, video called you, and showed him to you. Can you describe him to me? Was he making noises?
He was making noises. He was talking.
He was
He
talking.
was talking. He has a mask on his face, so I really couldn't hear anything. The mask, the breathing machine is going. But he looked at me and nothing.
So he was already on the breathing machine?
He was on the breathing machine.
He called you?
Now he called me. He wasn't on it when he called me, but he said he's not breathing on me. I said, just get him the breathing treatment. I told him where it was. It was in the laundry room at the top of the counter on the top. And I said, just give it and give him a treatment. I said, give him the ball because he takes 2 different ones.
So he said he wasn't breathing?
He said he wasn't breathing regularly.
Okay.
That's why I asked to see his chest.
But you said he was talking?
He was talking. Before that, he said that I wasn't there. So, I mean, during the process, I heard him. He was talking. Something was wrong. If I would have thought something was wrong, there's just no way that I would have even say not do the breathing treatment. That's always my first step, do the breathing treatment. If that, after that, I normally just check his breathing. If it's not right, I go straight to the doctor and I let them do the treatments and do the steroids and everything there. I'm never.
When's the last time he's had any kind of breathing attack?
He had a virus a couple months back. But
And what did he have been treated for that?
he had to do a steroid shot. They usually just give him a shot immediately because if they don't, his O2 levels go down and he wasn't even, I think he was at like a 92 that day. So they just gave it to him because they know how bad it can get. The entire doctor is very aware of Karter and all of his issues.
Yes. Could you have it for me? Could I ask you to give me the time that he called?
Yes. 9:15.
Called you 9:15.
As soon as he called, I let Joe know.
Okay.
Because I called my boss right after.
Where was he at when he called you?
No, I'm sorry. This is the FaceTime call. At 8:35, he FaceTimed me.
Okay, all right. 8:35.
And I called my boss right after. And told her I was leaving.
So, what room of the house was he in when he called you?
My bedroom.
He was in the bedroom?
Because they were laying at the bed before I left.
Now, I understand he said something about that he had a bowel movements. Do you know what point that was?
I wasn't on the phone at that point. He called me right after the bowel movement. That's when I got the call.
Okay. Okay, do you know if he done anything in particular after the bowel movement with
He
him?
was on me the whole time. After the bowel movement is when he called me. And that's when it happened so fast. I wouldn't know.
It's really hard to know what's taking place sometimes. Do you know if
Were you on the phone, like, when you called from the bottom?
No.
Okay.
do you know how everything was? Okay. And so did Kiyon, right?
Yes.
Right, did he spend the night?
Yes. He's been there since Sunday night.
Spend there Sunday night?
Yes.
How long y'all been together?
I've known him for 10 years. We dated, we just started dating in August.
So you kept him at all before?
He has
No,
a daughter. He has a 3-year-old daughter too, so.
Okay.
When he comes down and they spend time kissing me on this.
So you said he's married. Does he know all the medical issues that he has?
He does. I fully equipped him. That's why he knew what to do. Because I already showed him he was before. When Karter had to take a treatment there, I showed him how to do it. He knew. Everyone around him knew. I made sure of that.
So you're on FaceTime with him. I'm sorry to go through it, but you're on FaceTime with him. You see him checks his chest. So he's breathing.
Nothing about it was, when I asked if he was having an asthma attack like he was already having.
Now, at what point was you on the phone with him the whole time from that point? Or?
The whole time.
Okay. So kind of walk me, if you would, through it as you can. From that point, okay, he called you, he already had bowel movement. Had he thrown up anywhere after you left?
No.
No? Okay. So he called you, says that he's, what exactly does it say to you when he called you?
He said he doesn't look like he was weak.
Okay.
He said he's not breathing normally.
Okay.
So I said, let me see. That's why I said, let me see, because he said he's not breathing normally. And I know when my child is about to go on respiratory distress.
But you didn't think that's,
No.
so was it that was in the bedroom?
Yes, he was in the bedroom. He had already had the mask on. He was doing treatment. When he lifted up his shirt and showed me.
He already had the mask on?
Yes.
But he didn't have the mask on when he called you?
No. So he ran out the mask,
Okay.
put the mask on. I walked him through. I went down at this point. I'm driving.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm driving in the car. I'm still on the phone the whole time.
And what was he wearing?
A yellow shirt.
So he's in the bedroom
didn't even, I didn't ask any questions or anything before he put the mask on.
Was he, did he have the shirt on, he had any pants on?
He had, when I left, he had on like the young man's suits and pants, so.
When he was in the bed, was he wrapped up? Was he just on top of the cover?
He was wrapped up, he threw it on covers.
But that was, and he threw up on the covers at what point?
That was when he was in the bed before I moved him.
Before you.
Yes, he didn't throw up again when I got up that morning for work.
Did he eat anything, y'all, other than I know y'all said he had eaten like?
He wouldn't eat, he wouldn't drink anything, but that's his normal whenever he was throwing up like that. He doesn't even like Pedialyte, so I wasn't even surprised that he wouldn't really drink that. He would drink the juice though. And I stopped giving it to him because that's what he was throwing up.
Okay. Do you know what he ate all weekend?
I cooked beef tips and rice on Sunday. Saturday, he just had beefaroni and normal. And then we went Saturday, we went to my granddaddy's house. And I cooked dinner on my granddaddy, and he was fine. He was walking around, running around with his toys, nothing out of the ordinary. Other than that morning when his eye was swollen, he was on Benadryl that whole day, but he was still.
And tell me about what, it was a Sunday morning that he had, or Saturday?
Saturday morning when the guy got swollen.
Okay, so,
And we usually wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning because we're still on my work schedule, so we won't still get up early. So as soon as we woke up, is when I noticed the bump on his eye, and he was just rubbing it.
that was around 6 o'clock Saturday.
No, 6 o'clock Saturday.
So he didn't have it right?
No.
Okay. Now, can you describe the bumps to me?
It almost looked like not a sty, but it was right here in the corner of his eye. It was not a small circle, it was noticeable and it was puffy. And then he had two kind of under his eye, but they were a little bit smaller in size. But when he was rubbing his eye, it instantly swelled, like it was shut. So I gave him Benadryl.
Did it look like bites or did it look like disgust?
That's what I thought. I thought it was bites. It didn't look like a pimple because it didn't look like it had pus in it or anything.
So he rubbed it and he swelled up.
I gave him Benadryl.
The night before, versus the night before when you had beef tips and rice, did you have anything
No, that was, he had beef tips and rice on Sunday.
on Sunday?
Sunday night. I cooked it.
Saturday was a beefaroni.
Yes. And we also ate at my grandfather's house, so we had, because I went over there and I cooked Saturday, we had, cube steak and mashed potatoes.
What did y'all have on Friday? You remember?
I'm sorry, he probably said to me earlier I didn't cook.
Yeah.
That was Saturday. It was Friday.
Is that at your grandfather's house?
Yes.
Actually, so you said Saturday morning he had the bumps and he rubbed in his eye swelled, and you gave him Benadryl. Did it reduce the swelling?
Yes.
So,
He took a nap. We went to my grandfather's house at 12. He took a little nap at the house because I gave him Benadryl, so it kind of made him sleepy. We got up and we slept right in his house at 12:15, 12:30. And I went over there and he went back to sleep because that's his normal nap time. So I made him go to bed. And I cooked.
So what time did you get back home?
On Saturday, I'm not sure, it was after 5.
Okay. But you went to your granddad's at what time?
At 12:15, 12:30.
And that was on
Saturday.
Saturday.
so while you were at so before you left for the grandfather's house, was his eye like back at home?
Yes. Now back to normal,
Well,
what it went down.
it went down.
Yes.
Was it swollen at all while you were at the
It was still
hospital?
swollen, just not one of those things that you have to know is now swollen for you to notice that it was swollen. A couple weeks before that, he ate a bag of chips, and his eye got swollen again. It's like, and they gave him something for that.
What kind of chips?
Sour cream and onion. And it was strange because I bought the bag and he had never ate that kind of before. He eats all the other chips in the bag and he's never had a reaction to it. And when he ate that bag of chips for 5 minutes, his lip, his face, everything was just swollen. I'm trying to remember the picture. Let's go get you to the doctor. Yeah.
Did you mind telling me?
I'm feeling wrong. More than I
Can you send a normal, regular face out blood space or regular?
Take that or you know, you want. Okay. What allergies do you know that he has?
They haven't tested him, and that has been my problem. This entire time I've asked for him to be tested for allergies, and they kept saying he's too young. I know when he was smaller, he couldn't drink regular milk. I couldn't just use the regular baby milk cans. He had to go to soy milk because the regular baby milk was making him vomit all the time. So, and they wouldn't even switch his milk. I had to get his milk switched just on my own. I just decided to change it to the soy because it just wasn't working. And they wouldn't switch it over. They wouldn't test them.
They ever had a reaction of anybody like secondhand smoke, anybody smoking around there?
We don't smoke around him. He has.
Do you know if he's ever had a reaction to?
No. He's only had a reaction to the chips, his brain reaction to the milk, then the viruses. Anytime he gets sick with the virus, he always goes respiratory distress. Every time. It started when he was 1, the day after his birthday. We spent 3 minutes in the ICU. It's never really gotten better than this time of the year. I'm always so cautious.
Does it mean anything else he's had a allergic reaction to?
The one I don't even know he has that I reaction to because he had just woke up, so it was very random.
Have you had any new medication that weekend? No.
No,
Other than that?
no.
What medication is he on? Other than his breathing?
He takes an allergy medicine that is prescribed from his doctor. It's kind of like Claritin. He takes that once a day. 5 milligrams, and then he takes the budesonide once in the morning, once during the season, once in the morning, once in the evening. And I'll be wrong if he starts having breathing issues every 4 hours.
Okay. And the inhaler?
No, he has an inhaler, but he doesn't like it. He just uses the breathing treatment.
You know if the inhaler was tried at all?
Yeah, I tried that inhaler. He just,
I'm talking about that morning.
no.
Okay.
No, I immediately said this is the breathing treatment because I already knew he wasn't going to do the inhaler. He just doesn't like it.
So, I need to back up a little bit, to where you're on the phone. So, you're on the phone, he's in the bedroom, on the bed. You're leave at that point or some point, and then you said he was driving.
Oh, yes. So as he told me that he was not breathing okay, or not breathing normally, I ran out of Jones County.
Okay. Did you see at what point he moved him or from the bed anywhere else?
Because he put the phone down, to go get the treatment out of the laundry room. I told him, call me. I guess went on the bed. Couldn't see anything because at that point I was driving and trying to get
Sure.
to him. I just know that I told him, I said, let me see him.
Did you see him anymore after that on the phone? Do you know at what point he left the house?
Within the breathing treatment, he gave him the breathing treatment, and while he was breathing treatment, I don't even remember what he said. I just know that he said, no, something's not right, and he said, I'm taking it. He took the breathing treatment off, he ran out the door. I was on the phone the whole time. I'm sure a lot of my neighbors, they have like a little ring.
Yeah.
But you think, what is
That's fine. We just have to figure out a timeline of everything, that's all. By yourself, right? You just had a history in the city. How's that last time you had a stomach virus?
It was this year.
Do you know anything that he ate Friday at daycare that made?
No, I only had this lunch and usually I don't even know what I packed that day, but usually it's between beef or or I'll work through more hours on Fridays. I don't even know if I picked that day, bring them lunch, everything is just a blur. I didn't think of
Have you went to the store recently for any of that stuff, or is that stuff you had in the cabinet?
because I went to the store maybe a week ago and I got everything he needed for the weekend. His daycare lady, her nephew has same kind of breathing treatment, so I trusted her with him. She knows how to give him the treatments if something's wrong. Everyone is just aware also.
But it was kind of sudden because he hadn't had that breathing issue for a while. And that morning when you left, he was not having any trouble at all breathing.
It's like I don't understand.
But it was sick in his stomach.
It's because his stomach hurt. And he doesn't even like to lay on his stomach. But he was laying on his stomach.
Has he ever had a bad habit of getting anything or into anything in the house, like under the cabinets, or is there anything around that he could have
No, I
drank?
never.
Y'all used any poison or anything in the apartment lately or anything like that? No bug issues or anything?
I'll usually spray around the doors during the summertime and stuff. During the wintertime, I don't even try to do it because bugs aren't even out. So we have pest control supplies. So what I usually schedule, and I know it's on Fridays for sure. It's the only days that they come by. Because if I ever see any bugs and I have to call and get them to come out and do something, they always be on a Friday where they can go.
Now, I know I probably already asked you, but the stomach issues like that, or at least to that severity, has that ever happened like that before?
No. Whenever he started throwing up, of course, he'd say hurt, but he really just started talking, so this is the first time that he could tell me when his stomach hurts, but he still just point. But I knew it was because he throwing up that he just, knew where it was coming from. But he always pointed to it. So I didn't think it wasn't alarming. That's what this is. What's your word? Nothing. He didn't show me no signs or anything.
I understand. So how, just, I didn't want to ask you, I'm sorry. How often when's the last time Kiyon was kidnapped?
It's been a while since he's been down because I'm in school. So I asked him for a couple of weeks just to not come so I can finish on a project. So the last time he's been here, he didn't even keep him come through on a weekend. But he normally keeps both of them because they're all in there together.
So Monday he said you went to work. So who kept, and Monday was he going to be
No, Monday he was with him.
He was with Kiyon all day one day?
Yes.
At your
That
house? Did they go anywhere?
No. I don't allow that.
Do you know if Kiyon fed everything that day, or did you put out food for him?
I know I told him that if he, cause I cooked Sunday, that I said if he's hungry, just give him food that I fixed last night. Give him a little bit because Karter doesn't really like meat, so I told him to mix it. And how did he get right? And he did give him some that day.
They were some of the,
Yeah, some of the meat and rice that I cooked on Sunday.
Did Kiyon report any kind of car acting weird at all one day?
So for Kiyon itself, we're in the process of high training, and I put the underwear on Karter. He knows not to pee on himself. So I said, put the underwear on him because he's probably peeing on himself because of the pull-up. He put the pull-up, he took the pull-up off, put the underwear on, and he went to sleep, and he said he still peed on himself. I said, that's weird because Karter knows better. But I just said, and he just kept peeing on himself.
that was one day, wasn't it?
And he gave him how he turned himself.
Right.
But I know he knows when he has all those underwear and he goes in the potty.
So, did you leave, what time did you leave for work?
Same time, 7:15.
What time did you ride home?
I usually get off at 4:30 because on Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays I work in Winter Office first, and then I head to Jones County. Then I leave Jones County around 4:15. So I can get back to Winter Office and drop off the car to the school and then get back home. So I'm probably around about 5:30.
So, Kiyon's pretty much hung out
Did you eat? No. Nothing's wrong.
How much compliance did he have with his son?
To me, just when I woke him up. And then that was just the one time that day. He didn't say anything else that day about his stomach hurt. He said that one time.
So nothing Monday during the day except when you woke him up?
Just when I woke him up, when his stomach hurts.
That was out of the two.
No, that was Monday, because he was throwing up all day Monday. And then Tuesday morning, when I went in the room and I moved him, that's when he said it again. He said, "Mommy, stomach hurt," and he had said it twice.
Do you remember when was the first time you threw up one day?
I wasn't there. And that was one of the things because when I was at the floor, Kianna thought that he had just spilled his juice. Karter likes to take his top off his juice and throw it everywhere. And I got in the house and I said, "No," I said, "that's normal," because I could see the spit things in my floor. And I went and I tried to clean my carpet with the carpet cleaner. When I walked in the house, he was laying on the couch. And he was sleeping. And he woke up when I walked in. And there was throws all over him. And that's when I went, gave him a bath, because he was nasty. I gave him a bath. And it had just happened because the throat was fresh. I went and I gave him a bath. And then I put on his clothes. And I went in the kitchen, started dinner. And he was right here on my shoulder. And then all of a sudden he just started vomiting again. Just more and more vomiting in the kitchen. So I cleaned him up. I took his shirt off. He didn't vomit anymore that night until in the middle of the night. I went and shake up and he had threw up in his bed. And that's when I said, that's odd, because he never throws up in his sleep. He'll throw up during the day, and I didn't give him any more juice or anything.
What was the juice?
It was Hawaiian punch. It was a mango something flavor. It was orange.
Was Kion's daughter there?
She normally she would be, but she's not with her mom this week because he has full custody of her. She was supposed to go with her mom, so he left her in Atlanta. Her mom didn't come, we were supposed to go back and get her on Wednesday. So she's grateful that she wasn't here because he would have never made it to the doctor.
That's why I'm sure that is right. So when you got home Monday, he had already thrown up. He was laying on the couch.
He had thrown up, it looked like he had thrown up while he was laying on the couch. But like I said, he looked like he was waking up from a nap because when I walk in the door, my door chime goes off and he knows when I'm coming home. And as soon as he sat up, he did like this. He said, "Mommy," gave me a big hug. Nothing was wrong out of the ordinary, so I just went and gave him a bath. And he was, "Mommy, I'm nasty." And I said, "I know, baby." He took a bowl bath, played with his toys. I took him out. We went in the kitchen, so I could start dinner because he liked to cook with me. And he started throwing up in the kitchen. And I was like, "Okay, baby, go lay down, go lay down." And then that night he ate dinner. And that's what I'm saying. He was fine. And after he threw up, he was in his room. I put him in his high chair and we watched Cards. And I fed him and we were singing and nothing was wrong.
No breathing issues at all?
He was smiling, laughing, singing, talking. So I thought he was feeling better. Until the morning, until the middle of the night, and he threw up and I was like, "Okay, maybe a thousand. You know, we got up and checked on them.
And what time was that before?
I know. I normally get up, my alarm goes off at 6. I had to get up at 2 or 3 in the morning because I know when I went and lay back down, I only got about 2 more hours of sleep before it was time for me to get up and get ready for work. He was kind of laying on the bed. I pushed him back over like I normally do. He just moaned, keeping on his stomach hurt. And I said, okay, baby, lay down. Do you want to go lay with Kiyon? Because I asked him because I was leaving. I had to get ready. And so I was just going to put him in the room with Kiyon. And when I was getting dressed, Kiyon went and got him. And they were laying in bed together. He was laying on his stomach.
You know, wide awake, she started trying to sleep.
They're all good, both wide awake. He had got a towel and laid it on his stomach so that if he threw up again, he wouldn't get himself dirty or dead or whatever. And he was just laying there, and I walked over before I left. I gave him both a kiss. Karter, I put my hand on his back because he was laying on Kiyon's chest, and I felt him. He was breathing fine. I gave him a kiss. He said, bye, mommy. And I walked out.
You said you moved from his bed to the other bed this month. Did he throw up in that other bed at all?
No, not the bigger bed. Not the bigger bed at all.
And do you know in his bed what part of his bed he had thrown in or where the throw was?
The little bit that he was laying on, there was a big circle of just throwing juice. His bed is not that big, so it kind of took up the entire middle part of the bed, which is why I moved him, because it was too much to even try to clean that night or do anything with him, so I just put him in the other bed.
Did he sleep at all?
He slept good.
He slept good.
He didn't wake up in the middle of the night. He didn't whine. And he's a crybaby, so normally we're still sleep training and trying to get him used to sleeping in his own bed without me, because he normally will sleep with me on the weekend. So whenever Kianna come down, I try to get him to sleep in his own room. And he always, if he wanted me, he'd stand at my door and knock on my door, but lately he's just been getting better at it. So he slept the whole night. Didn't whine. Only whined when I touched him. It was just when I touched him, it was odd. It was just strange because when he was laying on Kiyon, he wasn't complaining about anything. He didn't say that he hurt me. He was fine.
So that morning when you got up to start getting ready to work, did he complain at all about some breath? Was he still?
Yes.
Okay.
One time, when I was somewhere, I said, okay, baby, just lay down. Do you want to go in with Kiyon? Mm-hmm.
How long does he normally stay on this when he does the breathing treatments? How long does he normally stay on that?
One of them it takes about 15 minutes to finish. The other one's a little bit longer. But he finishes all of it. He doesn't even, so I would do the breathing treatment because he's used to that one. They give it to him at the doctor's office and at the hospital whenever he goes, so he's just used to sitting on that one.
Were you on the phone with him the entire time he was on the breathing machine?
He wasn't on it long. He was not on it long. Because I guess Kiyon just moved like, no.
You said the other one takes long. What was the other one?
He's on 2. He's on Investigate, and then he's on albuterol. The albuterol is the one that takes a little bit longer. It's the bigger one. I think the Investigate takes about 10 minutes, and maybe the albuterol takes 15. reactions to the viruses. The only thing that will really keep him from having to go to the doctor is if I catch it early and I start giving him the allergy medicine, which is why they prescribed it to him with refills, because it just was the only thing that would help prevent his airways from reacting.
What medicine do you give him for that?
Let's see if he is that. It's the first one.
It's interesting. Do you remember the last time you went to his dad's house?
It was recent. The weekend of November the 7th. Yeah, that weekend. Can't remember if it was Saturday, Sunday, or Sunday, and Monday.
Just contact Dad about it, let me see.
I did. I called him Monday night and I asked him if he could take off work because I didn't want him to be at the house without one of us, because we know his condition, and I would just feel better if Dad would have him because he works for the EMT and he's a firefighter, so I just would have felt better if he said that he couldn't take off because he had to work. So, and I couldn't take off from work.
Sure. All right. Ms. Davis, I do appreciate you talking to us this morning. I'm certainly sorry about you having to go through this. I gave you my card yesterday. Okay. You contact me for anything at all. You just call. Okay. Sure we'll talk to you again.